Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And we have a very compelling contest here tonight. Two teams in the committee ranked basically even. The one side gets to enjoy a raucous, rowdy home field advantage. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the College Football Playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. The linebacker shifting around now. They'll hand it off. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Hands off to the left. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And I tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Gives it to the back. And bulldozing his way through. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Here's the handoff. They'll try it off the right tackle. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
And now from the pistol formation. And there's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Across the 40. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Miami offense is back on the field. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. Breaking tackles. Use the stiff arm to extend the run, pick up a few extra yards.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. And that run produces a decent gain. The Canes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And the tailback's got it again. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
Gonna run it. It's Brown. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Canes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Around the end, it's Brown. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. 2nd and goal for the offense. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. And the running back takes the handoff. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Caught quickly. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking for some space. It's Johnson.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. On the run here, lets it go. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
It's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Nebraska 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Back in motion now. Looking to scramble. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. The Huskers come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback keeps it, running to his right. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Powering right past the defender. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Cornhuskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a throw from the red zone. On the run here. Lets it go. With the catch, it's Nelson. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark. There's the handoff. And bulldozing his way through. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. And the Huskers line up with a first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Number 30 set to kick this one away.
And the fair catch signaled for and take it. Here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Crossing the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Looking to throw yet again. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, trying to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
It's a turnover on downs.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Takes the handoff. It's Johnson.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Same tailback, another carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Important 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. The Cornhuskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Johnson. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll feed the back again. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. And this one's going to be spotted down just outside the 40-yard line.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything, and they put together something here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 4th down attempts. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Maybe a little bit too creative here on this 4th down play call by the offense. I think the defense was anticipating the offense trying to get the ball into the hands of that receiver, whether it was a pass or a run. And by anticipating it, they're able to keep him short of the first down marker.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Canes will kick this deep to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with their running play. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. A big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with it, to be honest. But the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. It could go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. The Cornhuskers will send the punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Offense is back on the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback dropping back. The pass rush closing in. And the defense brings him down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Touchdown for the U. They'll take the lead in the second half.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to try the right side. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. And the Huskers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Here's a carry for the fullback. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Running out, looking to throw it deep. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's going to take another shot right here. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They will avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Ball handed off. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Using his legs, it's Johnson. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. The Cornhuskers will crank up the tempo. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to pass this time. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Makes the grab. It's Nelson.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you don't play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
So now it's third and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Well, let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got fourth and inches.
Now one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. The Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up the first down. That's what
got space, looking to score. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. as a design quarterback keeper. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Cornhuskers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. The defense recovers the fumble. Touchdown, Huskers on the scoop and score. Wow, we've gone back and forth all game, and now the defense has scored to put their team in front in the 4th quarter.
Wow, that's an opportunistic play here by this defense. They come up with a turnover. Nice job of being able to get that, but then to turn it into a touchdown to give them the lead late. Now let's see if they can hold on for the win.
And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback's got it on the option. Picks up the 1st down and still going. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs. The Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry out. On the run, it's Brown. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
It's an option look. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Empty set now. 5 wide. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught near the goal line. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair.
I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hall. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the Huskers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Nelson. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big 1st down.
Second down after that previous play. And here's the handoff. That one moves the ball across the 40.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Cornhuskers will look to convert here on 4th down. A running play called on 4th down. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And in 1st down, they go right back to him. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. They'll go hurry up here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Snags the quick throw. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the 1st down.
The Huskers will have 1st and 10 here. Ball handed to the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. QB decides to keep it here. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
1st down here for this offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's swarmed by the defense. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Nebraska. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. Your defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
Miami, 21.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. They've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Play action here on first down. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And the Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets